Everyone, we are there with the chapter number 10, dividend and interest of SP. In the last lecture, we have started with this chapter. Okay, so a quick recap what we have learned in this chapter. So very first point, it is there for your self-study. So modes of payment of dividend in this chapter is there for your self-study. Okay, then we have saw what is meant by dividend. So this term dividend, it has been derived from the Latin word dividendum, which means that which is to be divided. Okay, now what is this dividend? It means that part of the profits of the company which is distributed among its shareholders. ठीक है, तो प्रॉफिट का वो पार्ट जो कंपनी के शेयर होल्डर्स के बीच में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है, दैट पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज डिविडेंड. Okay, then we have saw the two definitions which is given by the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India and the Supreme Court. As per the ICAI, what is this dividend? It means a distribution to shareholders out of the profits or reserves which are available for this purpose. Okay, so जो भी profits और reserves हैं जो available है for this purpose, for paying the dividend for the purpose of distribution to the shareholders, that is called as dividend. Then the Supreme Court has given the definition. In case of going concern, it means portion of the profits of the company. Company के profit का वो portion which is allotted to the holders of shares in a company. जो दिया जाता है किनको? जिनके shares hold किए हुए हैं, जिन्होंने company में shares hold किए हुए हैं, उनको जो portion दिया जाता है company के profit में से, that portion is called as dividend. Okay. Now then we have saw the features of dividends. Again, so around 14 features we have saw. ठीक है, I hope this is आपको याद है हमने क्या पढ़ा था कल. ठीक है, so these are the 14 features that we have done. जिसमें first one point क्या है कि portion of the profits it's paid to its shareholders. ठीक है, कंपनी के profits में से जो भी portion है वो shareholder को pay किया जाता है. ठीक है, it is payable only out of the profits of the company. कंपनी के profits में से ही pay किया जाता है. अनकंडीशनल पेमेंट होता है. ठीक है, कंपनी कैन पे डिविडेंड ओनली टू द शेयरहोल्डर्स. इक्विटी एंड प्रेफरेंस शेयरहोल्डर्स को ही डिविडेंड पे किया जाता है. इफ द कंपनी हैज इशूड इक्विटी शेयर्स जो डिफरेंशियल राइट्स है जिसका, देन द डिविडेंड इज एज पर द टर्म्स. जब ये शेयर्स इशू किए थे एज पर दैट टर्म्स द डिविडेंड इज इशूड. डिविडेंड कैन नॉट बी डिक्लेयर आउट ऑफ कैपिटल. कंपनी के कैपिटल में से डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर नहीं किया जा सकता. It can be declared only on recommendations of board of directors. Board of directors के recommendations पे ही declare होता है. And it is there is a need of approval by the shareholders. For that a resolution is passed in the annual general meeting. Next, जो भी previous year का dividend है वो declare नहीं किया जा सकता once the annual account of the year is being closed. Okay, approved in the AGM. ठीक है, तो once the annual account has been approved in the AGM, तो ये डिविडेंड वापस डिक्लेयर नहीं किया जाता. नेक्स्ट, डिविडेंड वंस अप्रूव्ड एंड डिक्लेयर्ड बाय शेयरहोल्डर्स क्रिएट्स अ डेट एंड इट कैन नॉट बी रिवोक्ड, इट कैन नॉट बी कैंसल. तो एक बार अगर शेयर होल्डर्स ने डिसाइड कर लिया, डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर कर लिया, अप्रूव कर लिया, तो उसको वापस कैंसिल नहीं किया जा सकता. नेक्स्ट, डिविडेंड इंक्लूड्स इंटरिम डिविडेंड. ठीक है, तो डिविडेंड में इंटरिम डिविडेंड इंक्लूड होता है. तो अगर कोई डिविडेंड को इंटरिम डिविडेंड नहीं कहा है, व्हिच मींस इट्स योर फाइनल डिविडेंड. ओके. नेक्स्ट, डिविडेंड मस्ट बी पेड इन कैश नॉट इन काइंड. आप डिविडेंड को कैश में ही पे करना है, नॉट इन एनी काइंड. एंड इट इज टू बी पेड ऑन पेड अप वैल्यू ऑफ द शेयर्स. जिस शेयर्स पे पैसा मिल गया है उसी शेयर्स पे डिविडेंड मिलता है. एंड इट कैन नॉट बी पेड इन ऑन कॉल्स पेड इन एडवांस. अगर हमने कोई भी कॉल्स एडवांस में पे किया है तो उस पे डिविडेंड नहीं मिलता है. Is it clear? So these are the 14 features that we have saw in the last lecture. Then we have saw the legal provisions of dividend. Okay, the three legal provisions we have saw. पहला legal provisions was on sources of dividend. In that we have learned about कि किसमें से dividend pay किया जाता है, company किस में से dividend pay करती है. तो okay. Second, legal provisions for declaration of dividend. तो dividend declare करने के लिए what are the steps should be taken that we have saw. Board meeting रखनी पड़ती है, shareholders approval चाहिए, separate bank account open करना पड़ता है, prohibitions हमने देखे related to payment of dividend. Okay, and the last we have saw legal provisions for payment of dividend. So in that we have saw different provisions कि dividend कैसे pay करना है. ठीक है, it should be paid in cash, it should be paid by check or warrant or electronic mode. Joint holders है तो जिसका नाम कंपनी के रजिस्टर में फर्स्ट होता है उसको पे किया दिया जाता है ये. ठीक है, सेंड किया जाता है ये dividend. Okay, so we have saw different points like legal provisions for the payment of dividend. Okay, so I hope this much is clear that we have learned in the last lecture. Anyone is having any doubt till this? Okay, so we can proceed further then. Today we are going to learn what is meant by unpaid and unclaimed dividend. Okay, so what is unpaid or unclaimed? Yeah, unpaid and unclaimed dividend. Okay, now unpaid dividend क्या होता है पहले? The dividend is declared by the company. Okay, ऐसा dividend जो company declare करती है, but not paid to the shareholders within the prescribed time of 30 days from its declaration. Okay, so such dividend which the company not pay to the shareholders, ठीक है, जो कंपनी पे नहीं करती है शेयरहोल्डर को विद इन द प्रिस्क्राइब टाइम, तो प्रिस्क्राइब टाइम कितना मेंशन किया है, विद इन द 30 days of its declaration, such dividend is called as unpaid dividend. Second is unclaimed dividend. So unclaimed dividend means the dividend is declared but not collected by a shareholder. ठीक है, ऐसा डिविडेंड जो कंपनी ने डिक्लेयर किया है पर शेयर होल्डर ने कलेक्ट नहीं किया है, दैट डिविडेंड इज कॉल्ड एज unclaimed dividend. Okay, so difference समझ में आया? Unpaid means where company fails to pay the dividend to the shareholders within the 30 days of the declaration, and unclaimed means where the shareholder does not collect the dividend, okay, which is declared by the company. That is called as unclaimed dividend. Now, following some rules are there which is governed for this unpaid and unclaimed dividend. Okay, पहला rule क्या है? Total amount of dividend which remains unpaid or unclaimed. Okay, total amount of dividend अगर वो unpaid है या unclaimed है, कहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करना है? It should be transferred to unpaid dividend account opened in a scheduled bank by the company. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई भी डिविडेंड अनपेड है, यानी जिसको शेयर होल्डर्स ने पे, जिसको कंपनी ने शेयर होल्डर्स को पे नहीं किया है 30 डेज के अंदर, या कोई भी डिविडेंड अनक्लेम्ड है, यानी जिसको शेयर होल्डर ने कलेक्ट नहीं किया है डिक्लेरेशन के बाद, तो ये दोनों भी का जो भी टोटल है वो सब ट्रांसफर होगा एक अकाउंट में. दैट अकाउंट विल बी कॉल्ड एज अनपेड डिविडेंड अकाउंट. ठीक है, तो वो एक अकाउंट ओपन करना पड़ेगा कंपनी को इन द शेड्यूल बैंक बाय द कंपनी. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, ये जो ट्रांसफर है, दिस ट्रांसफर शुड बी विद इन 7 days. ठीक है, विद इन 7 days ऑफ द एंड ऑफ द 30 days विद इन विच पेमेंट वॉज टू बी मेड. ठीक है, तो ये जो डिविडेंड है ये 7 दिन के अंदर, ठीक है, तो जैसे 30 days के अंदर डिक्लेयर करना था लेकिन नहीं दिया उन्होंने, तो उसके 7 दिन बाद यानी 7 दिन के अंदर ही क्या करना है, ट्रांसफर हो जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, or in other words we can say the transfer should happen within 37 days from the declaration of dividend. 30 days उसके अंदर डिविडेंड पे करना है शेयर होल्डर्स को, प्लस 7 days, तो 37 days हो गए, 30 + 7. ठीक है, तो 37 days फ्रॉम द डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ डिविडेंड. अगर डिविडेंड नहीं दिया है कंपनी ने शेयर होल्डर्स को विद इन दैट 30 days, तो 7 दिन के अंदर, 30 दिन के बाद ना, तो 30 दिन के बाद वाला जो 7 दिन है उसके अंदर ही ट्रांसफर करना है ये सारा अमाउंट टू the unpaid dividend account. Now, within 90 days of transfer of amount in the unpaid dividend account, the company is required to put on its website or any other website as approved by the central government a statement which shows names, last known address, and unpaid amount payable to each shareholder. Okay. Now 7 days में के अंदर ट्रांसफर करना है, राइट? Now after 7 days विद इन 90 days, ठीक है, तो ये 7 दिन भी हो गए. उसके बाद में जो 90 days है, ठीक है, तो विद इन 90 days ऑफ ट्रांसफर ऑफ अमाउंट टू द अनपेड डिविडेंड अकाउंट. ठीक है, 90 days के अंदर व्हाट द कंपनी हैज टू डू, द कंपनी हैज टू पुट ऑन इट्स वेबसाइट, और कोई भी वेबसाइट अगर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने दिया है तो ऑन दैट वेबसाइट अ स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है, जो बताता है शेयर होल्डर का नाम, उसका लास्ट एड्रेस और अनपेड अमाउंट, कितना अनपेड अमाउंट पे करना है टू ईच शेयर होल्डर. ठीक है, तो वो सारी डिटेल इस वेबसाइट पे डालेगा कंपनी विद इन 90 days ऑफ द transfer of amount in the unpaid dividend account. Okay, so I hope these days are clear to you. dividend is paid by the company to the shareholders within 30 days, right? If he fails to, then within 7 days, the dividend amount of unpaid or unclaimed should be transferred to unpaid dividend account. After completion of that 7 days, within 90 days, the company has to put on any website or the website which is given by the central government a statement which shows the names, the last address, and the unpaid amount which is to be payable to each shareholder. तो वो सारी डिटेल वो एक वेबसाइट पे डालेगा. Now, any claimant to the unpaid dividend account may apply to the company for the payment of money claim. Okay, तो अगर कोई क्लेमेंट है यानी अगर कोई शेयर होल्डर है उसने ये वेबसाइट देखा या वो बाद में आया, ठीक है, तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसको अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा कंपनी को फॉर द पेमेंट ऑफ द मनी क्लेम. ठीक है, तो अगर उसको अपना डिविडेंड चाहिए तो उसको कंपनी को अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा कि मुझे अपना डिविडेंड चाहिए एंड देन ही विल गोइंग टू गेट इट. ओके, any amount in the unpaid dividend account of a company which remains unpaid or unclaimed for a period of 7 days from the date of such transfer shall be transferred by the company to investor education and protection fund. ठीक है, अब जो भी अकाउंट अनपेड डिविडेंड अकाउंट में जो भी अमाउंट बचा है, ठीक है, जो अनपेड और अनक्लेम्ड का अमाउंट है, ठीक है, वो सारा का सारा अमाउंट ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा कंपनी के investors education and protection fund. Okay, so it will be transferred by the company to investors education and protection fund, IEPF. Okay, now the claimant of money will have to follow the procedures and submit necessary documents to get claim from IEPF along with a statement in the prescribed form which gives details of such transfer. Okay, so once this transfer is done by the company to the IEPF, ठीक है, इसके बाद में अगर कोई क्लेमेंट है जिसको अपना पैसा चाहिए, जिसको अपना डिविडेंड चाहिए, ठीक है, तो उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, सारे के सारे प्रोसीजर्स फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे और सारे के सारे नेसेसरी डॉक्यूमेंट्स देने पड़ेंगे टू दी IEPF और उसके बाद में ही उसको अपना पैसा एंड द फॉर्म ऑफ डिविडेंड मिलेगा. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द प्रोसीजर when it comes to unpaid and unclaimed dividends. So these are the steps which has to be followed. ठीक है, जब dividend क्या होता है, unpaid and unclaimed. Is it clear everyone this point? Unpaid and unclaimed dividend, is it clear? And what are the rules should be followed for this unpaid or unclaimed dividend? Okay, so the next is interim dividend. Next one is interim dividend. Now, what is this interim dividend means? The dividend which is declared by the board of directors between two annual general meeting is called interim dividend. Okay, so such dividend which is declared between two annual general meeting, okay, between two annual general meeting by the board of directors. Who declares this dividend? Board of directors is called as interim dividend. Okay, interim dividend is paid in the middle of the accounting year. When it is paid, it is in the middle of the accounting year, that is before the before the finalizations of the annual accounts for the year. Okay, तो हमारा फाइनल अकाउंट कब क्लोज होता है, 31 मार्च को. ठीक है, तो उसके पहले ही अगर कोई डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर हो रहा है, ठीक है, दैट डिविडेंड विल बी कॉल्ड एज interim dividend. That's what it said. Interim dividend is paid in the middle of the accounting year. Okay. Next, opinion of the company's auditor should be taken before declaring interim dividend. Okay. So if a company wants to declare interim dividend, then whose opinion should be taken? Company's auditor's opinion should be taken if they want to declare the interim dividend. ओके, इज इट क्लियर व्हाट इज इंटरिम डिविडेंड? जब दो एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग के बीच में कोई भी डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर होता है बाय द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरिम डिविडेंड. ओके, now some features are there of this interim dividend. Okay, so the very first feature which is there is The board of directors has the power to declare interim dividend. So is having the power to declare the interim dividend? Board of director. किसके पास है? Board of director. ठीक है? Next, interim dividend is only a payment on account of the whole dividend for the year. ठीक है? Interim dividend क्या है? It is only a payment on account of the whole dividend for the year. जो भी dividend है, पूरा dividend है साल का, उसका सिर्फ एक payment है, तो किया जाता है. Company should provide depreciation for the entire year and not proportionately for a part of the year before declaring interim dividend. तो interim dividend declare करने के पहले क्या करना है? Depreciation provide कर देना चाहिए कंपनी ने for the entire year. Okay? और इसके बाद में अगर कुछ amount बचता है, then the interim dividend can be declared. Next, interim dividend cannot be paid out of any reserves. This interim dividend, it cannot be paid out of any reserves. Okay, now यहाँ पे you have to be very careful, because when we have learned the features of dividend, okay, it was final dividend. ठीक है, when here it is features of interim dividend. Okay, final dividend can be declared out of the reserves. Interim dividend cannot be paid out of the reserves. Okay, so just be focused whenever you're writing your points. Okay, that feature of dividend was a feature of final dividend. Okay, and this is a feature of interim dividend. Next is articles of association of the company must authorize the board of directors to declare interim dividend. Okay, so if the company's article of association is not giving an authority to the board of director for issuing the interim dividend, okay, to declare the interim dividend, then the interim dividend cannot be declared. Okay, so it's important that articles of association of the company must authorize the board of directors to declare interim dividend. Next, the board meeting has to pass a resolution for declaring the interim dividend. In the board meeting, the board of directors, they has to pass a resolution if they want to declare the interim dividend. Next, the amount to be given as interim dividend must be credited in a separate bank account in a scheduled bank within 5 days of its declaration. Okay, so if the company is declaring interim dividend, so for that a separate bank account in a scheduled bank is to be opened within 5 days of its declaration. ठीक है, तो अगर आज मैंने इंटरिम डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर किया है मेरी कंपनी ने, तो आज से लेके 5 डेज के अंदर एक सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट ओपन करना है इन द शेड्यूल्ड बैंक, और जो भी अमाउंट है इंटरिम डिविडेंड का, इट विल बी credited to this bank account. Next, interim dividend should be paid within 30 days of its declaration. Okay, कितने दिन के अंदर? 30 days of its declaration, interim dividend has to be paid to the shareholders. Okay. Next, unpaid or unclaimed interim dividend should be transferred to unpaid dividend account. If any interim dividend is unpaid or unclaimed, then it will be transferred to unpaid dividend account. How many days? Within 7 days of its expiry of 30 days of declaration, or you can say 37 days of its declaration. Okay. Any amount remaining unpaid or unclaimed in the unpaid dividend account for 7 years should be transferred to IEPF. Investors, what was this IEPF? It was Investors Education and Protection Fund. Okay, so if any amount which is remaining unpaid or unclaimed in the unpaid dividend account for 7 years, then it will be transferred to IEPF, that is Investors Education and Protection Fund. Okay, so this was the feature of interim dividend. Anyone is having any doubt over here? Okay, so only one part is remaining now, that is interest. Okay, so now what is meant by interest? Can anyone tell me what is meant by interest? Okay, so few answers I have got, which is almost correct. Okay, so what is meant by interest now? Two meaning is given over here. So in financial terms, as for financial term, it is a payment made for using money of another. Okay, so it is a payment which is made for using money of another. That is, borrower takes money from the lender. Okay, so if the borrower is taking money from the lender will not going to give it like that only. Okay, he will going to, what he will going to do, he will going to charge something on that. Okay, and then he will going to give the money to the borrower. Okay, so that amount, that payment which is done by the borrower to the lender, okay, that is called as interest. Okay, interest is the cost of renting money for the borrower, and it is an income from lending money for the lender. Okay, so two things. ठीक है, interest है same है, लेकिन it is a cost. ठीक है, it is a cost of renting money if it is for the borrower. ठीक है, so borrower क्या करता है, he is the one who, जिसको पैसे की जरूरत है. ठीक है, तो for him it is interest क्या है, it is a cost, क्योंकि उसने क्या किया है, पैसे उधार लिए हैं, रेंट पे लिए हैं, और उसके ऊपर उसको सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ मनी पे करना है टू दी लेंडर. whereas for the lender it is an income. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, because he is lending money to the borrower, he is getting certain amount of money extra in the form of, which is in the form of income for the lender. ठीक है, so for the borrower it is a cost which he has to pay. ठीक है, and for the lender it is an income which he will going to receive for lending the money. Okay, so I hope this interest is clear. So it is an expense or a cost for someone, and it is an income for someone. Okay, so it is a cost for the borrower and it is an income for the lender. Now, so few features are given of this interest. Okay, so the very first feature is interest is the price paid for the productive services rendered by the capital. Okay, तो यहाँ पे कैपिटल, जो भी कैपिटल देता है, ठीक है, तो उसका जो प्राइस होता है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरेस्ट. ओके, सो हियर इट इज सेड कि व्हाटएवर प्रोडक्ट सर्विसेज, प्रोडक्टिव सर्विसेज व्हिच आर रेंडर्ड बाय द कैपिटल, उसके ऊपर क्या है, इट इज अ प्राइस. ओके, सो इंटरेस्ट इज अ प्राइस paid for the productive services which are rendered by the capital. Next, it is directly related to risk. Higher the risk, higher is the interest. Okay, so it is directly related to risk. जितना ज्यादा risk होगा उतना ही ज्यादा interest pay करना पड़ेगा. Next, rate of interest is expressed as annual percentage of principal. Okay, so whatever the principal amount will be there, as according to that this rate of interest is expressed. Okay, rate of interest is determined by various factors. बहुत सारे factors को ध्यान में रख के ये rate of interest को find out किया जाता है, एक rate of interest determine किया जाता है. What are the factors? Money supply, fiscal policy, volume of borrowing, rate of inflation. So these are the points you might have learned in economics. Okay, so because of these factors, what happened? The rate of interest, it has been determined. Next, interest is charged against the profit of the company. Even if the company makes no profit, interest should be paid. Okay, so if the interest जो है वो charge किया जाता है कंपनी के profits में against में. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई भी कंपनी किसी भी ईयर में लॉस में जा रही है, still he has to pay the interest to the creditor, to its creditor, if he had taken any or borrowed any amount from the outsider. Okay, from the creditor. Then even if the company is facing any loss and it is not making any profit, still the company has to pay this interest to the creditor of the company. Okay, next, it is payable at a fixed and generally predetermined rate. Whatever interest rate is paid, it is always at a fixed rate. Fixed and predetermined यानी पहले ही decide किया जाता है और fixed रहता है इसका rate. Okay, तो यहाँ पे fluctuating नहीं होता है. जो भी interest rate रहता है वो हमेशा क्या होता है, it is always fixed and it is always predetermined. पहले ही decide किया जाता है. Okay, so these are the features of interest. Okay, now company has to pay interest if it has borrowed money from the creditors, like debenture holders, depositors, bond holders. So these are the creditors of the company, and the company, they had borrowed the amount from these creditors, then the company has to pay the interest to them. Okay, even though the company is facing a loss or the company is earning profit. Okay, so I hope this is clear to everyone. Interest. Okay, so here we have done with this chapter, chapter number 10, dividend and interest. In the next lecture, we will going to start with a new chapter. Okay.